Hello children, this is Chetna Sarma and I welcome you all to the English grammar tutorial in which today we shall learn about the past continuous tense. The past continuous is a verb tense which describes actions or events in a time before now which began in the past and were still going on when another event occurred. It is used to show that an ongoing past action was happening at a specific moment of interruption or that two ongoing actions were happening at the same time. These actions are usually no longer happening at the time the sentence is being said or written. অসমীয়াত ক'ব হ'লে আমাৰ অতীতত কোনোবা এটা সময়ত একেৰাহে চলি থকা কাম বা কিবা ঘটনা বিষয়ে ক'বলৈ হ'লে আমি past continuous tense ব্যৱহাৰ কৰোঁ. For example, he was studying chemistry all day yesterday. Another example, they were waiting for the bus when the accident happened. Now, an important thing to note about in context of the past continuous tense is that it is often combined with simple past tense. The simple past tense interrupts the past continuous tense action in this combination. This pairing shows that something happened in the middle of something else happening. For example, while we were sitting at the stadium, the rain began. So it says that an action was already ongoing when another action started. That is, while they were sitting at the stadium, that is the first action, the another action of rain began. The second action started before the completion of the first action. মানে এটা কাম বা ঘটনা চলি থকাৰ মাজতে বেলেগ এটা ঘটনা আৰম্ভ হৈছে. For example, I was not sleeping when you got home late last night. Now, in all such cases of interruption in which a past continuous tense is interrupted by a simple past tense, we see that a longer action is indicated by the past continuous tense and a shorter action is indicated or referred or expressed through the simple past tense. The interruption is usually a shorter action in the simple past. For example, I was watching TV when she called. As described so far, the past continuous tense is interrupted by a shorter action in the simple past. However, you can also use a specific time as an interruption. Say for example, last night at 6 p.m. I was eating dinner. Or another example, yesterday at this time I was sitting at my desk at work. It is important to note here that in the past continuous, a specific time or mentioning of the specific time is only to interrupt the action. Unlike in the simple past, a specific time is used to show when an action began or finished. So, in general, the past continuous tense is used to express or reflect an ongoing action which is interrupted by another action. But when we use the past continuous with two actions in the same sentence, it expresses the idea that both actions were happening at the same time. The actions are parallel. They are happening together at the same time. Two different actions happening at the same time. Say for example, I was studying while he was making dinner. Another example, Rahul was not working and I was not working either. And one more example, they were eating dinner, discussing their plans and having a good time. Apart from these discussed, there are many situations in which the verb tense, that is the past continuous tense, might be used in a sentence. It is used often to describe the background in a story written in the past tense. For example, the sun was shining and the birds were singing as the elephant came out of the jungle. The other animals were relaxing in the shade of the trees, but the elephant moved very quickly. So this way the story continues. It is also used to express a change of mind. For example, I was going to spend the day at the beach, but I have decided to get my homework done instead. We also use the past continuous tense to reflect on the past habits, which is kind of irritating to us. Generally used with always, forever, in those days, constantly, etc. For example, she was constantly singing. So, this was all about the different uses of the past continuous tense. Now, we shall learn about the forming of a sentence in the past continuous tense. The general structure for a past continuous tense sentence goes like subject plus was or were plus base form of the verb with ing plus other. For example, when the fire started, I was watching television. The past continuous is formed from the past tense of to be verb, that is was or were, with the base form of the main verb ending with ing plus other part of the sentence. Now for a negative sentence in the past continuous tense, the structure is subject plus was or were plus not plus verb with ing plus other. For example, she was not sleeping when he came home. And for an interrogative sentence in the past continuous tense, the structure is was or were plus subject plus verb with ing question mark. For example, was she sleeping when he came home? So this was all about the past continuous tense. We learned about what is it, what are the uses, how it is formed. Practice all of this more and more to learn properly.